Yeah, everything is pretty much playing out exactly as expected here. The Hark deserters teamed up with Felipe's last stand in the three-way. I didn't expect Augie Grappa to be offed quite so easily, but if she's a Harky and her last name's not Sweetline, she gotta go. I saw those valley boys and girls rush the dam and meet their true water's end. I don't mess with the elementals, and you know what I can do. And now I see Gail Neverwinter is taking down my little project up there. What am I supposed to do? Just let them die? Don't get me wrong, they're creative problem solvers, but maybe they're in too deep. These deserters just keep on paying dividends to old Willem Wet. So do I what? Do I blow the dam or go up and save these acolytes of chaos and destruction? It's like the demon said to the elves, you got the machines, you got watches, but we got all the time in the world. Do you know what time it is?
You motherfucker.
It's time for Dungeon Dads.
Heroes rise, heroes fall. I see them on the front line, standing tall. They're risking life and limb to answer the call. But what they fighting for? Don't know, don't care. Just along for the ride, but everyone must stand. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna win inside.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. You are listening to Dungeon Dads. Everyone must in episode 50.
Episode 50.
Oh,
what?
My goodness. Oh my goodness. If we were on the BBC, we would be in like season 20 right now. Guys, I'm so excited. As always, I am your DM, Tom Blaylock, and I am joined by John Watson playing Ionus Silhavind.
What up?
How's it going?
Man, episode 50, I was like going crazy about episode 40, and now it's episode 50. Good grief.
Yeah, I don't know how many more we got in this. I think a lot.
I hope a lot.
Tim Carr playing Filnyr Omajira, the wayward warlock. He's just trying to find his way.
The half-elf who can't be slept, but can't remember that he can't be slept.
Dude, you're going to find a way. Like, you're not going to be this way forever. You're not one of those, what's it called? Incel? Like, you're not. It's not what you are. You said you can't be slept. I don't believe it for a second. I don't believe it for a second. You can't
magically.
And Sam
Involuntarily.
Involuntarily, yeah. And Sam Frank playing the War Priest Abel, rock brother.
I feel like he just tossed in his sleep, like a chill ran down his spine, like someone walked over his grave.
Why are you sleeping? Why are you sleeping? What happened to you?
Filnyr just hears Abel groan in his sleep, and for some reason it sounds like motherfucker.
for our listeners, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm excited about 50 episodes. You know, when we started this, our version of the Suburban Dad Garage Band. Who knew someday we'd be playing our 50th gig,
Oh man. Yeah, I feel like we're playing our 50th gig at the Peach Pit too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like a real hopping spot.
A real hopping spot. Yeah. I am really ready to get back into it, but if you listen to the last episode, you know that we ended it and I was over the moon the way we thought it ended. And this is what happened. The guys devised this great plan. It involved several distractions and diversions. Felipe Madamba was taken to the lake to be a showman and attack these boats. The Lake and Harthers were streaming across the dam, and they got caught up in some glyph hijinks and were fighting a water elemental. And these guys flew to the top of this tower and ran into what I'll just say is the toughest badass magic user I have created so far. And they did ably well, but the blink spell was just getting them. They're getting their goat. So this person just kept disappearing and reappearing and disappearing and reappearing as she was taking them down bit by bit. And then she drops the biggest sleep bomb of the Dungeon Dad's history. 6th level spell. Like all the way. I should have gone with an upcast lightning bolt. I know it in my heart. I should have done it. But I didn't. I did sleep because I didn't want to mess around with saving throws. And I got exactly the number of hit points that these 3 guys had left, which made me feel baller. Like it was like
He was
I was just so
over
excited.
the moon.
I
was
have
over the
never
moon.
seen a bigger DM boner in my life
I was so
than
my
when
DM
Tom
boner
cast
was insane.
5th level sleep spell,
Yeah.
which
6th
is like
6th.
6th level. That's like min for life right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then got the
Min for
exact
life.
number of hit points that he needed to drop all 3 of us.
And
then
shortly into our bonus episode recording,
And then these jerk faces read the rules. And it turns out, and it's come up before in the same game, that half elves and elves cannot be put to sleep magically. So now we're in a bit of a pickle because Gail Neverwinter dropped the sleep bomb. I thought you guys were all knocked the fuck out. And she blinks out again. And Filnyr can't be put to sleep. So what are we going to do about this?
so the way
I
I'm
think
seeing
it's his
this,
turn. What do you mean? What are we
Yeah,
going to do
yeah.
about this?
I guess,
What
are we in
What
initiative?
are we going to
right?
do about this?
They're
Can we
asleep,
just
they're
say he
asleep.
went to sleep? Is that what
So I'll tell you, Gail just went. So it's Abel's turn. Abel
He's
can't
asleep.
go. He's asleep.
So it's my turn.
And well, something else is happening down below. But that has
that's
not reached
convenient.
you yet. That's not reached you yet. But if you are awake, then you do hear screaming and cursing and the sound of wet death. One level below you.
The
And
sound
it
of
is-
wet death.
God damn it.
And it is Filnyr's turn.
Okay, so obviously we got lost in the heat of the math and how uncanny it was that you rolled that perfect number. But I think she casts sleep as she watches Abel and Ionus fall to the ground. Filnyr looks and sees them fall over, and then she's gone.
She's gone.
And Filnyr's standing there and then realizes, of course, what's happened. Now,
How
he's
does he know what's happened?
because this has happened before. As you explained moments ago.
God damn it. I just keep screwing myself over.
Even
My
if he doesn't
own
know what's
DM
happened,
boner.
he can't see her, as we've
Right.
established in this pattern
Yeah.
of a fight where you can't roll less than
Yeah.
whatever you need to roll to disappear. So Filnyr is going to go and shake Jonas and see if he can wake him up.
All right. Yeah. I
Or
mean,
see
it
it,
takes
like,
an
see,
action.
or basically like, yeah, I know it takes an action, see what he can do, but if he's asleep and he shakes him, goes, Ionus, are you okay? Which should bring him to.
What? Did we win? Where is she? What happened? Filnyr.
No,
what did you do?
she disappeared again. It's only been an instant. You
All
just
right.
collapsed.
Damn it.
Any bonus actions, Filnyr?
There are no bonus actions that I can do without being able to see her that I would like
Okay.
to do.
All right. And Jonas, it is you. God damn it. This is not the way I wanted to start this episode out.
So what sucks is that we all need to get up. But if she's gone, Jonas knows exactly, feels he knows exactly what he needs to do. Can Jonas get a bonus
Is
action?
what he needs to do wake up Abel?
Well, can he get? It's not, but can he get a bonus action kick to Abel and hold?
Listen, I wanted to slit all three of your throats. I am going to go raw all the way on this. It says in the rules you need to use an action to shake someone awake. So that is what you will have to do if you want Abel to get up. Or I highly recommend you cast Storm Sphere or whatever the hell it is that you have in mind.
I would like to hold a dispel magic for when she pops up.
Okay,
That's an action, right? Oh,
what are you going to dispel?
Okay, so I was reading over the spell, and we should talk about it. It says any spell of 3rd level or lower is immediately dispelled.
Oh, and you can get all of the spells?
That's what it says. So I'm assuming that if I hit her with the dispel magic, blink goes away,
I think
mage armor goes away, and
John, I hate to
else
disagree
she's
with
got.
you, but I think you read part of the description.
Yeah.
I think you highlighted the part that you liked. Because I think you have to target a person or an area.
I have to target a creature. Look, I will read it for you. It says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
Uh-huh.
And then it just says for each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check, blah, blah, blah. But any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. So if she pops up, I'm going to focus on her, and I'm going to hit her with a dispel magic. And in according to this, it sounds like it should be blink, it should be mage armor, and whatever else she's got on her 3rd level and below.
That is kind of how I'm reading it, and I don't like it. I just want to say I don't like it. But I especially the fact that I just made a big deal about you using the action to wake up Abel and the raw stuff. I'll go with it because that's the rules. So I just want to say that anything that I said in the context of the bonus episode is not canon. So Gail may have other spells. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Look, I don't know what she has or doesn't have left.
Really? Now? Okay.
Oh, really?
There was mention that the 6th level spot was her last spot prior to the bonus episode recording. Just saying, but we'll trust that you've kept your character sheet accurate and honest.
I've kept the character sheet accurate and honest, and this was probably going to go off without a hitch because she doesn't have anything 3rd or higher. But I want to give her something. I want her to have a pearl of power or something, guys. But whatever, I can't do it. So, John, are you done?
I'm done. Unless I can get a bonus action kick.
You can, but it won't wake Abel up.
It won't wake him up. It'll just take off hit points.
Just kick him.
I don't have that many left to lose.
All right. I will stand over him and hold a dispel magic.
You should stand up.
Yes, I will stand up. I will stand up, and I will hold a dispel magic for when she pops up again.
So she pops up in the same spot across the tower from you guys. What's the range on dispel magic?
120 feet.
I don't like it.
Far less than this 35.
It's fine.
Tower top.
It's fine. All right.
So she pops up, and I just say, "Enough of this."
You don't get to know what you dispel, but okay, so it does work. And she looks at you, and so you're standing over Abel. Filnyr's over that way. I mean,
she's gonna cast a 1st level sleep at you.
See, Tom, I think, the one thing to remember is that she doesn't know how many hit points I had. Like, you as the DM knew that I had just the right amount. So she could have assumed that the sleep only hit the two of us.
And 100%.
The fact
100%.
that I'm a half elf had maybe nothing to do with it.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to need from you guys. And I know if you're unconscious, how does that affect your saving throws? For Dex, you have disadvantage.
In nothing but positive ways.
With Dex, you have disadvantage, but you don't have a disadvantage or anything on Constitution saving throws. Is that correct?
I feel like that's right, but I don't.
Yeah,
I think that is correct. Okay, so she sees you guys. You're kind of clumped together, and she begins to cast.
And I counterspell it.
Wait, you have a 3rd level counterspell?
Bro, I got spells to spare. All right.
Bro, okay.
We're also going to trust that John's been keeping his character sheet accurate and honest.
Trust.
I mean, if you look at the last episode, all I did was counterspell this bitch.
God
Like,
damn it.
I didn't do anything else.
Okay, well, so you counterspell it, and she goes, and she runs down the ladder. And it's Abel's turn.
Well, so she would have run right by Jonas to do that because Abel was right next to the trapdoor when we left off.
No, you guys moved away from the trapdoor in the last episode. You guys, look, in my mind, you had moved back over away, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because John doesn't have a
weapon out anyway.
A reaction, and Abel's
that's right. It doesn't matter.
So
he just
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Duh.
I swatted her.
Unconscious creatures automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws.
Right, but not Constitution.
But yeah, nothing else.
Correct.
Okay. And that's you, Filnyr.
Wait a second. On my turn, I go.
Okay, so she just went down the ladder.
Yeah, she went down the ladder.
Okay. So I don't see her anymore. Okay.
Go, Filnyr. I'll wake him up.
I'll move to the trap door. Can I see her from the top of the trap door?
No, you cannot.
Because of the angle or because it's dark?
Because of the angle. You can see fine, right? You have dark vision, right?
I do have dark vision. Yeah. I figured, but I remember the Spectre had that. There was, the way it goes.
You see about 30% of the floor below you, and you don't see her she don't see her there.
And you said it was like a 7-foot drop, right?
Yeah. So it's like a little pocket level. So it's not a full height level. That's part of the reason why you can only see a little bit of it.
Okay. I'm gonna go down after her. So I get to the bottom of the ladder.
And you can see her. She is fumbling with another hatch that will take her down another level.
And it's closed. And can I get into melee range with her?
So you have moved.
I moved from where Jonas was, which
I think
she was at the edge of the tower too. So I feel like if her movement's 30, we're probably about the same. But
yeah. So I tell you what. I would normally make you double your movement speed to climb down the ladder. If you want to jump, I'll give you a relatively easy athletics or acrobatics check to land down there and keep your movement up.
Sure. I'll take that. Here's my athletics.
Guidance.
11.
Yeah. All right. So you can get to her in melee range.
Okay. And then I will bonus action Hexblade's Curse. Okay. So she now has cursed. So I will do extra damage if I hit her. And then I will swing with Kegoset or Quiet Dark.
Quiet Dark.
13 to hit.
That's not going to hit.
What?
So her mage armor did not come down, or
her mage armor is down.
Her AC must have been a 14.
Okay. Then I will take my second swing. 21.
Boom.
And she turns back at you and she moves her hand up like this and she casts shield, and your swing sort of slides magically off of her arm. Actually, she sort of blocks it with her arm.
How is that possible?
Shield is level 1, right?
Oh shit! No, you.
That's
you
not possible, dude.
You did hit her. Sorry, I did the math wrong, guys. I was doing the math off of the full AC.
That's my AC with mage armor and shield.
Retcon.
Oh no, we'll just take it. We'll just take it from 21 to hit.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
All right.
God damn it!
Get my
Leave it all in.
6.
Leave it all in.
Stick it in and leave it in, Filnyr.
That is 9 damage total, including the Hexblade's Curse extra.
Okay. And she looks at you and she says, I have so much money. Just let me live. I have so much money.
And I just stare.
All right. And it is her turn. And she...
Wait, Jonas didn't get a turn?
Oh, it's Jonas.
Did she go before me or after me?
No, she goes after you. God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm off my game, guys. I'm
She
so
only goes-
ruined.
She only goes
from
before
last
Abel because
episode.
Abel has to go last.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm up at the top. I wake Abel up. Abel,
Okay.
Filnyr's by himself. Wake up. We have to go. We have to help.
Oh, I feel so well rested. Like I got a full 10 hours of sleep.
Well, I hope that gave you some spells back. We have to go. And then I
Right.
I grab him and I start running for the ladder. I go down the ladder.
Okay. All right. So you get down the ladder and you see Gail is over by another hatch that she is like standing next to, and Filnyr is standing next to her with blood dripping from Quiet Dark in his hand.
Okay,
And
so however far my movement is, I just want to get as close as I can to her with my hands on fire.
your hand's on fire.
Yeah. Like I'm about to do
Burning
something.
hands.
Okay. All right. Okay, you can get right up next to her, and I'll give you the same deal I gave to Filnyr. If you want to do an acrobatics or an athletics check, I will let you not use half your movement on the ladder. I'll let you jump down.
Okay. Acrobatics or athletics. I'm
So
gonna
you'll
go
be able
with
to get right up next to him.
Yeah, I'll go with acrobatics.
Okay.
That's a 25.
Perfect. You land beautifully. You actually continue, and I'm going to give you 5 extra feet of movement because it was so badass the way you sort of like slide down on the thing, and you can get all the way up to her and to Filnyr.
Okay, so yeah, I just want us to be looming over her.
Stand on the hatch.
And she begins the cast.
Oh, god damn it. God damn you. I hate you so much.
And you only have bonus actions and reaction left, right? Because you had to wake Abel. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to wake Abel, so I've got the reaction. I could do it, but it's going to mess up exactly what I talked to Tom about, and I'm so upset.
This is why you shouldn't talk to Tom
or we
about
just risk whatever she's going to cast. It can't be super high level, right?
Yeah,
it
can't be.
I mean,
it
the
could
characters
still
don't
hurt.
know that.
He can feel
I'm gonna
that she's
hope- I'm gonna-
tiring.
I'm going to hope that the intimidation works and that this thing is just not as powerful.
Okay. So she's casting a shatter, and it's going to get you and Filnyr for sure, and it's going to go off underneath Abel, and we have the potential to have a cave in here. And I'm going to roll the damage on this. DC 15. Oh, wait. No, that's not right. It's DC 17.
DC 17.
Con save?
Con?
Con save. DC 17 con save.
Oof.
Yep.
I never used my inspiration. I still have that. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
19.
6.
Okay. And it's not gonna hit Abel, but you might be falling through the thing depending on how much damage this thing does. Oh, never mind. All right, so John, you Ionus is going to take 10. Filnyr is going to take 5.
No, the other way around.
Switch it around.
Oh, sorry, switch it around. Sorry, 10 and 5, and then the rocks are beginning to shake up underneath the ballista, and she, she curls up into a ball in front of you, and it is Abel's turn.
That seems advantageous for my position.
Full surrender, she says.
I look out across from the top of the tower. What do I see out there?
All right, so
now that I'm all alone up here.
So the
It's gonna have a smoke break.
Yeah. So the Monterran. There are 2 Monterran ships which have sunk. In like they looks like they got too close to those floating buoys, and another one is on fire, but they seem to be handling that and putting out the fire. The Monterran troops have are now engaged with Hark troops like footies on the dam itself, about 100 feet away from the tower, where the tower is now. So like if you're sort of it's sort of stretching to the west, along the lakeside, and they seem to be fairly evenly matched, although there are many more Monterrans than there are Harkies. You don't see any Lakenharthers except the ones that are dead on the dam to your east, and Felipe Madamba's boat has been pulled up on the side, and you do not see Felipe and his rangers. So 3 Monterran boats are fine. 1 is on fire. 2 are sunk. The barge and all their inhabitants are fighting a battle against the Hark soldiers on the dam across the way.
Were there
and arrows are flying out from the tower slits a couple of levels below you.
Were there Hark boats that went out too? Or are they still at the pier?
No, the Hark boats you don't see them.
Okay. I am going to cast a 2nd level healing word on myself. I mean, cure wounds.
All right. 2nd
level, 3rd level. I'll do 2nd level for now. And hope I don't come to regret. I hope I don't come to regret that. So that's going to be 2d8 plus 4. Ooh, nice. 13 plus 4, 17.
Nice.
I needed it. So it'll take me up to 22. And I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down the ladder, but I'm going to take it easy.
Okay. And as you head down the ladder, the ladder itself is sort of shaking a little bit, sort of wobbly. And every time you take a step, it is knocking some stones from the next level up down. She's just blown a huge portion of this room with these guys in it, and so it's not looking great in here.
All right.
And Filnyr, it's you. She's groveling on the ground and in front of you, telling you that she's giving you her full surrender.
If you truly surrender, you will hand your spell book to my friend. You will drop your component pouches and any other spell-casting trinkets that you have on the floor in front of you. And I'm going to say this as I slowly walk away.
Okay.
So I'm going to walk sort of slowly, almost evil villain monologuing.
Yeah.
You know, that pace, like...
Yeah.
And she's got to tell the archers in the tower to stop firing.
Yes. And you must call a ceasefire from the tower.
I can do it. I can do it. I don't have my spell book. I only have my wand here. It is here. May I pull it out of my robe?
Slowly.
And then just before my turn ends, I will use my bonus action to appear right behind her. And I will ready an attack if she starts to cast a spell or do anything aggressive.
Okay. Wow. Awesome.
Relentless Hex, baby.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Nice.
So she does pull out her wand and slowly and puts it down. And she holds her hand out. And Jonas, you see that on her left hand, there was no ring there. And then there's suddenly a ring. And she reaches carefully and slowly and pulls the ring off and hands it to you. And she says, I will have to go to the top, and I can call a ceasefire. Can you control the Monterrans?
I can.
How do we call a ceasefire from the top? I don't think we should go up there, is what I'm saying. Let's walk down through this tower. We'll take it floor by floor.
Oh, wait, have you not heard the noises from downstairs? Sounds deadly and wet.
Ugh.
Are there any windows in this that look out over the lake?
Yes, this has got horizontal slits that go, there's 4 of them and they're super wide. So you can see in every direction from here. This is actually the place where she was guiding this battle. The battle defenses here. Yeah.
Okay. Can we see if there are arrows still flying from the tower from here?
There are
I
arrows
guess
still flying from the
Okay.
tower. Yeah.
I was like, I know it's not my turn, but Phil.
Yeah. John, it is your turn.
All right. I look out the window with Filnyr. I see that the arrows are mostly coming from the tower.
The arrows are coming from the tower. There are archers down on the dam that are shooting at the back lines of the Monterran troops, and there is a line of about there's 2 deep, about 10 men wide, fighting on the dam against the Monterrans that are there. It looks like a very effective shield wall that they're sort of running on this thing. That this is the most organized you've seen any Hark soldiers to this point, and the Monterrans are not so organized. They're fighting with ferocity, but they are being cut down at about a 2-to-1 clip against the Harks.
Okay. I'm going to look at Abel and Filnyr and say, I can stand by no longer. Get these arrows to stop. I'm going to end this. And if I jump out the window, I'm going to jump in front of arrow fire, right? Or can I fit out the window?
You cannot fit out the window. You could jump from the top, from the roof. You
Right. I'm just not sure if I have enough
Movement.
I mean, look, you're a really skinny dude. I'm only worried about your head fitting through the slits.
Well, no. I'm
no.
not
I'll
gonna
let
try
you
to
roll.
go through-
I'll let you roll for it. Go feet first, and I'll let you roll to see if your head fits through.
I'm not
See if
doing
it's
that.
hanging by your chin.
I'm not doing that. That is some old bullshit. No, I'm gonna head back to the top.
Okay.
You're taking your head back to the top.
Taking my head back to the top, and if I can jump, I'll jump.
And you brought her ring with you? Is that true? Is that right?
I've got her wand and her ring.
Okay.
And
all right.
and let me see. God dog it. I've got her wand and her ring, and as I'm running to the ladder, I toss the rope of climbing to Filnyr.
Okay.
And then if I can get up to the top, I'll jump off the side of the tower, not in the direction of the arrow fire.
Okay. I'll let you jump off. Sure.
And
What's
then
happening?
I'll use
I
my.
don't know what's happening.
He's got to end this, he says, and then he goes and jumps off a tower. I mean, do we need to put a trigger warning on this episode?
Yeah. I mean, what are you doing, dude? Like,
I'm gonna hit.
He's
I'm
got
gonna
13
use my.
reasons why.
oh god.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh no, Sam.
I just use I use the featherfall wand to
Oh, okay. All right.
float down to the bottom.
Okay.
Suddenly he has a lot of confidence in that wand.
Suddenly he knows there's
Yeah.
more than one charge left.
Yeah. So you feather fall down. Give me it's going to be easy. DC 7 to not be hit by an arrow that's coming out of the windows.
Well, I jumped off the side of the building, not in the front where they're shooting at the Monterrans directly out front. I jumped off the side of the tower.
They're shooting at the Monterrans on the dam.
Right. I just figured that they were shooting in one direction, whereas I am jumping from the side.
So you can jump on the Lake and Hearth side, and there are no arrows coming out there. I'll let you do that.
Okay. All right.
Which is the opposite side of the tower from the
Right.
Monterrans.
Yeah.
That's fine. Jonas is going
Or
to
if you
stay
jump
clear
off-
of arrow fire.
Okay. All right.
Or
Okay.
if you jump off the side on the lake, you'll get wet.
Yeah.
And if you jump off the side on the other side,
Yeah. So the other question is, the water walk is long gone.
Oh no, it's still up.
Is
So
it?
I assumed
Yeah,
the
it
water walk
lasts
was
an
still.
hour and it's not concentration.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I assumed
Oh,
we
so
were
you're gonna
still
jump
good.
on the water side.
Yeah.
Oh, you can jump on the water side? That's cool. That's neat.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I assume that's everything I can do unless you'll give me more.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And so now Gail Neverwinter is left with Filnyr and Abel, and it is your turn, Jonas. Sorry, Filnyr. Oh no, it's Abel's turn.
Filnyr,
Oh no, it's not. It's
No,
Gail's
it's her-
turn.
it's Gail's turn.
Gail's turn.
Tom has forgotten how turn order works.
I have forgotten entirely. I'm sorry,
I
John's
kind of
like,
felt like we were out of initiative there. There was a lot of
It
stuff
does
happening.
feel like that, but if you want to keep it in initiative for,
this last
stressful,
round. This last
inciting.
round. Yeah, this last round. So Gail looks over at the two of you. You have not attacked her, right?
Not unless she actually does something that, comes across as aggressive.
Yeah, so she begins to just unbutton her robe, and she says, I assume you want my magical robe as well, yes?
Yes, I think that would be prudent. I hope you are decent underneath. I am not here to shame you.
I take care of myself very well. And and as she sort of unbuttons her robe, you see her push a button on the top button of her robe, and she disappears.
God damn it.
I swing.
All right. You miss. And it's Abel's turn.
Now, I'm standing behind her, so presumably I'm standing on the hatch that she was trying to open.
It is, she has, yes, she is not there.
Okay. Do we hear anything or just...
It's just gone. I mean, you hear fighting going on in the floor.
Right, no, but we don't hear
below you.
footsteps or anything like that, like she just went invisible and moved. It's just...
Yeah, that's right.
Poof. Yeah.
That's it. Poof.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be useful either way. I cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. Would you tell me...
I raise my spear over my head and I say, I'm tired of these people sneaking around behind me. Spirits of the vanquished, get my goddamn back. And I slam my spear on the ground.
And from your backpack, swirling around you, clear as day, are hundreds of Willem searchlights, and they're all looking down.
Same as before.
Same as before. Yeah.
So you want me to read it?
Yeah. I need you to read to me who can you make immune to this when you cast?
You call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration. If you are good or neutral, blah, blah, blah. When you cast the spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw, blah, blah, blah. So I am designating Filnyr. I cannot designate Jonas.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And I'm going to say, I don't know where that lady went, Filnyr. Do you? All right, we got to get these arrows to stop firing. And I'm going to open the hatch and just look down the hatch.
There are 16 guys in there that are actively firing arrows, and they're sort of doing this number where, one fires, they duck down and they knock another arrow, and another guy comes up and fires out of the air, the arrow slit, so that it's clear that they're not aiming well, but they are machine gunning basically arrows out of 8 arrow slits. And there is another man in this room who is refilling all of the quivers that are these war quivers that are on the ground, and he just says, "Guys, if you don't keep it up, they're gonna get to the tower and you're all gonna die. I'm not. You will." And your backpack is fucking hot.
I almost said, I shut the hatch and I go back up to the top of the tower. So, I mean, when we've talked about spirit guardians before, right? It's like a 15-foot sphere around me, right?
So this level,
It's a circle.
it's a circle. Yeah.
It's a 15-foot radius, right?
Yeah, but it's a circle because it doesn't specify a shape, and therefore it's
Then
just a circle.
It's a circle.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
I don't know if it has any height. That's the one thing. Like it should be like a cylinder, kind of, but it doesn't say.
Right.
So I think it's just a circle.
And Filnyr, it's you.
She's gone. Abel opened the hatch. I think Filnyr's just going to look wildly around for any sign of her.
Yeah. You don't see any sign of her, and the way she disappeared was not like Blink.
Right. And I've seen people. Have I seen people misty step in this game?
You have. It is not that. You have seen something very similar to this before, and if you would like to give me an Arcana check, I will tell you when you saw this.
Not a history check.
Not a history check.
No bonus. 14.
You saw a Gith do something very similar.
Okay.
That crap ain't right.
Abel, I think she's gone. I think she's run. Presumably she was lying and took most of the things with her. Who knows what she gave Jonas?
Yeah, sometimes the gods make a creature so perfect. They just don't want to try making another, you know? Let's kill some archers.
Okay, so I'll look through the hatch.
And you see the 16 archers doing this rotational shooting out across the dam, and you see Willem the Wet, Willem Searchlight, basically filling up their war quivers. He does not see you.
Yeah. Where is he relative to where this hatch comes down?
He's in the middle of the room.
Okay.
And so the hatch comes down, not dead center, but 5 feet away from if you just jump straight down.
Behind him, in front of him?
You'd be behind him. You'd be behind him. Yes, you'd be behind him if you jumped down here.
And there's no ladder.
Yeah, there are actually stairs. They're
Okay.
It's like a ladder that's staggered, so it's not a straight vertical ladder. It's maybe 20% incline on it. So they are, you'd probably walk up and down it sort of sideways to keep yourself from steadying, but there's no handrails or anything like that on it. So they're ladder stairs.
I really wish I still had some spells.
Yeah.
This would be where Shadow of Moyle would be much better used than up on the tower top. And we don't have Jonas. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold at the top and say, Abel, there are many of them, and it looks like Willem Searchlight. What do we do with 2 of us? And that's my turn.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, jumping in there and killing them all seemed like a good idea, but I also don't feel so good.
We can go down together. You've got your spirit guardians, but without the element of surprise, we are severely outnumbered. Do you have a way to destroy their munitions? Maybe they have no arrows, they have no weapons, they surrender too.
So we are out of initiative now, but John, when I get to you, the party's split now. When I get back to you, I'll give you 3 or 4 turns and then come back to these guys, okay?
Okay.
Depending on how it goes.
All right.
Well, then I want to, if we're out of initiative, I want to hit myself with another Cure Wounds.
Okay.
This is also going to be a level 2.
Would you guys like me to go to John?
Yeah, sure.
Give you a chance to think. Okay.
13 plus
Nice.
4, 17. That's another great roll. All right, now I feel like we can take him.
All right, John, we're back to you. So you have floated down the front of the tower, and you have landed on the water next to the pier. And you're it's about 2 feet up to get up onto the dam itself.
Mm-hmm.
But the Monterran ships are out there. The one that's on fire, it looks like they're handling that fire decently. And the head ship, the lead ship, they're clearly celebrating and not so concerned about the overwhelming force which is on the dam. But those guys are getting cut down.
But yet they're celebrating.
They're celebrating. Look, they're assholes. This is like a really constant Navy Marine Corps situation, right? The Navy guys feel like it's over. They've done their job. They've blown up all the ships, and the Marines are over there, like, fighting on the land. And it looks like probably if everything goes as it's going now, a lot of them are gonna die, but they're gonna win. That's how it looks.
Okay. Okay. Couple of questions. As I float down and I see the arrow fire, how far is that from water level?
So they are in the tower. They are one story up from where they are. So it's about 13 feet from the dam level, and that's another 2, so 15 feet. That's 15 feet from where you are up. That's the level that the arrows are coming out.
Okay.
And they're shooting far. They're shooting clearly at the back lines of the Monterrans.
Right. Okay. All right. Things have changed somewhat.
Probably 40 Monterrans versus 20 Harkeys at this point. And the woman in white is in the back, and she is commanding these folks.
And you said it's the Monterrans that are celebrating.
The Monterran Navy on the boats.
Yeah, on the boats.
They are celebrating.
Yeah. And then Monterrans on land are getting cut down by the arrows and the boats.
Yeah.
And the lady, what do I notice from the woman in white? She's directing things. Does she look like she's doing anything spellcasting wise?
Since you've been down, you haven't seen her cast any spells. No.
Okay. All right.
And just to be clear, he lands walking on the water.
On the water. He lands walking on the water.
Yeah.
Also, to be clear, the only people who notice this are some of the people on the boats.
So what I want to do is I jump off the tower and I cast Featherfall, and on my way down, I use Minor Illusion and just say,
Monterrans! For too long you've been leaderless, but the house Silhavind has not left you.
And I land on the water, and I begin walking on water. I walk to them, and I had one idea, but I think it's not.
Do it, man.
Do it. This is so good.
It's just
God, show me the way, because the devil's trying to bring
this is going to be
me
so
down.
crazy, but hopefully we'll get some help. All right. So I land on the water, and I hold my hands out, and hopefully have gotten everyone's attention with my booming voice. And then I slowly begin to grow, and I get furry and hairy, and I turn into a giant ape, and I just slam my fist into where those archers are.
Into the tower.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
My God. King Kong Fey Ray style. Yeah,
this
baby.
is cool as hell. All right, give me an attack on the tower.
How many floors is it?
And you have turned into a giant ape. While I give you a giant ape to control, would you mind telling me where you saw a giant ape in Monterran? Just tell me a little story. Just give me a little.
So in my youth, I want to say when I was 15, my father grabbed Schnobik and me and Schnobik, and actually it was Schnobik that found me, and he says, brother, you've got to see this, and we go with my father, horse carriage ride to a spot where someone who has come to Monterran to impress the Silhavin family, and he walks us into this giant room and has shown us this great, wondrous thing that he would like to show to the Monterran peoples. My father quickly dismisses it and says, "Get that ugly thing out of here." But there's a giant ape in this giant room, and Schnobik and I are just aghast, like, "Oh my god!"
Cool. Fair enough. Hit that tower.
All right, here we go.
Here, I thought your dad took you on a trip to Skull Island.
Yeah, right.
He didn't take me places like that. He went to places like that on his own. He didn't want me to get hurt, or he didn't want his legacy ruined. Okay,
the AC of the AC of the tower where you're hitting is 10. Just so you know,
I'm going to have a plus something to the attack roll. Okay, here it is. So I rolled a 17, and that's plus 6. So that's going to be a 23.
All right, roll the damage.
All right, here we go. That is 31 bludgeoning damage for the first attack. And then I'm going
before you do the second attack, Filnyr.
He rolled a 10, and a 5 on the 3d10. That's amazing.
Yeah, you're watching the archers down there. You're sort of observing them, and the wall crushes in, and those guys are just like thrown back against the back wall. Willem ducks out of the way just in time. It looks like many of them are dead. John, do your next attack. You bust a hole in the wall, and you see there are very few men standing in there.
All right.
I'm now very glad I didn't go down there.
I do one more attack. I'm assuming also that as I'm feather falling, I would have seen you guys go in, and it might have changed what I did. But
assume away.
Okay, that next attack is a 22.
22.
And,
okay, that's a hit.
That's going to be.
Tell me what you're hitting now. The same spot.
So I hit the spot, and most of the guys died and went down. You said that there are also Hark soldiers firing arrows from the ground.
Yes.
How far
you'd
away?
You'd have to move to get over there, but it's only 15 feet. You could jump straight up there. I don't know what the giant ape's movement is.
So I slammed the wall. My movement is 40 feet. I slammed the wall. Those guys die, and then I jump onto the Hark soldiers and just kablam! And that's 17 bludgeoning damage.
Two-fisted ground pound.
Oh my god! Okay, so you kill another one.
I don't think. I just want to mention for the people who may not be familiar, this is a D&D spell called Polymorph, which allows you to change into a creature that you have seen before.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
That's right. and John. This is why he didn't counterspell my shatter earlier.
Totally good call.
Okay. I told you I'd give you 2 turns. The archers that you are now attacking, they all turn to attack at you. Because,
and none of them are scared.
Because, well, they're terrified. I mean, what are you talking
what
about?
Choice do they have?
But they have they can run away.
They are. You know what?
They're pincered. They're sandwiched, right?
Yeah. You know what? Here's what I'll do for you. We're gonna roll. You're gonna roll an intimidation check as the ape.
Okay.
And I will save against it, and this will tell me how many of them are gonna have disadvantage on the firing against you because they're so terrified of the giant ape that was walking on water.
So I guess I have to ask about that intimidation for something like this. That's a charisma roll, right?
Charisma, straight charisma for you.
You could.
You probably don't have.
I'm gonna leverage this, Tom. You can use other stats for intimidation in cases where it makes sense. Like he's doing a feat of strength. And that could be very intimidating. So he could do a strength-based intimidation roll. There are rules for that. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying.
No, I will give it.
Happen.
I will give it because I'll tell you what, these archers are no slouches when it comes to, like
giant
their
ape shooting.
Yeah, yeah.
Hunters.
I am a giant target. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a straight strength roll to see if they're intimidated by my feat of strength.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, let's try that. That's a 22.
All right. So I am going to be using their wisdom for this. So I'm going to do survival. And I'll tell you why. These are archers. They have been hunters. They're doing this to try to survive. A lot of them are going to fail, but we're gonna see. Okay, first one got an 8, 13, and I'm going to do one more. This will just be a percentage. Okay. So the last one was a natural 20. So a quarter of them are going to get a straight shot on you, and then 75% of them, the other 3/4, are going to be at disadvantage. So here we go. They are attacking you, John.
All right.
Let's see if we can do this in a big way. All right. What's your AC?
12.
All right. Hit, miss, hit. Okay. So you're going to get hit. Out of this, you're going to get hit 5 times.
Okay. So I'll make 5 Constitution saving throws.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the first one is you're going to take 18 damage, including 8 piercing and 10 poison.
Okay.
And then the next one is going to be 15 damage.
All right.
And the next one's going to be 22 damage.
Okay.
And how many hit points do you have? You have a lot, right?
157.
Jesus Christ. 18, and the last one is going to do 15 damage. So that is a grand total of, who's counting over here? Let me see. Oh my God, this is a lot.
I got 88.
I got 88 too. All right, so give me 5 concentration checks. One of them is an 11.
Okay. And the rest are 10?
And the rest are 10.
Okay.
Yep.
13.
That'll be the 11.
Okay, 8. I'm gonna use the luck. I'm gonna use the luck point.
Okay.
And re-roll it.
Wait. You ought to be doing your concentration with the bonuses from the ape.
My bad.
Right? Because so what do you get? What do you get bonus to? What's his bonus?
It's a +4.
+4. So that
so
8.
15, 10.
Yeah, passed. So now you're going to use a luck point, right? You just got a 7.
Well, no. So that was his luck point. So that one should just be his next one. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
We got it. Yeah. So for the podcast listeners, he rolled them with the +2, which is his con bonus. But with the ape, it's 15, 10 were his first 2 rolls. So they passed. The next one was a 7.
So now he's going to use a luck point.
Now I'm using the luck point.
23. 10.
10.
You're good. Wait, no, you got one more.
One more.
All right, here we go. 20.
20. Nice. Amazing.
All right. So we are going to be back to Abel and Filnyr. So here's what happens. Jonas runs upstairs. Apropos of nothing, a giant ape busts down the wall in front of you, killing most, if not all, of the archers who were in the tower. Said ape jumps up from the water and begins slamming down on the troops, the Hark troops, down on the dam itself. And you see that this is causing a major shift in the paradigm of the Hark soldiers who are forming the line against the Monterrans. Several in the back are starting to run away. They are jumping over the side of the dam and sliding down this huge incline down into the riverbed below.
And are we going in turns? Or are we doing this together?
Yeah, let's go back to you. You're the top, Phil.
Damn it! I was hoping Abel would go first.
You know, if he's going down. Sometimes when you ask the gods, they provide.
Yes, it was worth a moment of thought, wasn't it?
I wish I had 1,000,000 gold. I was just funning.
I'll give Abel a look straight in the eyes, and I go, so we head down.
After you, my friend.
All right, I'll go down. And let's see. So we come down. Where's Willem at this point? Is he still where he was?
Rubble. There's rubble.
So he's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, it's not. He's not obviously there.
We can't see anybody who appears to be alive or hostile currently.
I mean, they have been neutralized. There are guys alive in this room for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way down the stairs. How many guys appear to be alive, and are any of them armed?
So there are 3 that are not under rock and rubble, and you know, they're all still holding their bows, but they are in shock.
Right. Okay.
Like they are not. They're not looking for someone coming from upstairs down to be hostile to them.
How close together are they?
Close.
Okay.
They were on the right side that as this, so like only one of the arrow slits or 2 of the arrow slits were unaffected. And so they were standing by those arrow slits when the giant ape busted open the stone wall here.
Okay. I'm going to go downstairs, head toward them, and I'm going to cast Sword Burst. Okay. Get right up in their grill and cast Sword Burst.
All right, roll it.
All right. So it's a DC 16 dexterity save for no damage, or else they take 12, because instead of 2 1s, I rolled 2 6s this time.
Hey, that's so nice. Oh my God. Okay.
And that's 5. Anybody that's 5 feet around me, and I would have found the most, central spot to make it the most effective it could be.
Okay, let me start doing these. I'm going to first do the guys who are standing up. All right, 1 failed. That's a 7. That's a 9. That's another failure. 14. So these 3 guys, your sword burst. Like, what does this thing look like when it bursts out?
Well, let's look at the description. I created a momentary circle of spectral blades that sweep around me. That's basically it. So just like some ghostly swords just swirl around. Super
fitting for Filnyr, by the way. Yeah. This is great. So your spectral blades, it's like this ball around you, this sphere ball around you that like just eviscerates the 3 guys who are standing up. All 3 of them fall dead, and you hear moans underneath you. As let's see. Yeah.
Well, they're not unconscious. They're just on the floor.
Yeah. And you hear moans as others die who are sort of within reach that are under the rubble. And you hear from a rock, Oh man. Oh what the hell was that? Deserter. It's me.
Willem.
Yeah, man. Oh. Could you get this rock off me?
I'm sorry, I don't have any actions left.
And then I come down the stairs and I say, Willem the Wet, I swore I'd kill you if I ever saw you again. And I walk right to the center of the room and I take the dodge action.
And his spirit guardians get to do all they're there for.
All right, I'll give you one more round, and then we'll get back to the ape outside.
Right, but he's got
Does
spirit guardians
does
still going,
anybody
right?
in here take a turn? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so everybody else dies, and let me roll Willem. Good old Willie.
Dun, dun,
That was the only rationale for me just having no care in the world about executing the archers, was just like, they're going down anyway.
20 DC 16 wisdom save or 21
That can't
damage.
be right. 21 damage. That just can't.
I rolled
be
an
right.
8, a 6, and a 7.
Yeah, you did.
Damn.
On my 3d8.
Okay.
Goodbye, Willem.
No.
I don't think that's going to happen. Okay.
He's got a button on his magical gown too, don't you worry.
No,
It's going to be a Tom Blaylock staple.
He doesn't have a magical gown. So wait, so what is Dex? No, wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oh, wisdom? Wisdom? 16. What's the spell save?
16.
Oh, okay. All right, so he takes half of that. Okay. And when your spirit guardians hit him, they all turn into orcs. And they continue swirling around him. And it is his turn. All right. He has one trick. Fellas.
One trick he can do while he's stuck under a rock.
Yeah, he does. You see a silvery mist appear around him, and he bamfs, and he is standing on the level above you. And he says, "That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice." And he begins running up to the top of the tower.
Dude, it's slippery.
Slippery when wet.
How did I do that? I don't know how I set that up. I don't know how I did that.
That was really good. And it's Filnyr. We'll do this last round, and then we'll get back to everybody being in the same turn order, since you guys can see each other.
Abel, is it worth it? Or do we go?
I feel like if we don't kill him, he's going to kill us one day. But
can I
don't
see
know
him?
what's with all of this. And I just sort of point to all the orcs swirling around now.
I guess I don't know if your backpack was
I
on
mean,
in the first
I didn't
place.
know if I just had the fella on the brain or if he's somehow beloved of Tempest. God forbid.
So can I see him, or has he gone past the hatch opening?
You saw him because he could only Misty Step to the place he could see. So he Misty Stepped up the ladder into the room, and you saw him there, and you saw him run. You saw him move from there.
Right. Okay. So I know where he went. Obviously, no. I was just asking if I still had line of sight on him.
No, you don't have line of sight on him anymore.
Okay. Shit.
On the other hand, winning this battle may be more important than that. I don't give us great odds of catching that slippery little son of a bitch.
No, and if that ape
He's
hits this tower
when
again.
wet. I just thought of that.
Nah, fuck you.
So what does the way down from here look like? Is there just more rounded
It's
stairs?
rubble. You're going to have to jump out the busted open side of the thing. That the rubble is all over the place. I mean, you could potentially clear it, but it's going to take some time.
And I've got the rope that Jonas gave me. All right, I'm gonna take an action to, let's see, if I tie the rope, it can untie itself, right? It's one of those things. It's magical rope, so I can secure it to something, and then we can use it to climb down. And then there's a magic word he can use to get it back. Okay, so yeah, I'll tie it and drop it so we can make our way down the tower if we want. I assume that's going to take my turn.
Yep. All right. How about you, Abel? On the beginning of your turn, you can feel it. Everybody's dead.
The guardians flow too freely.
And they have turned back into Willems.
Are they now looking up?
They are looking up.
You've got a radar.
God damn it. Wait, so is Filnyr already? He's already out.
No, I didn't leave.
No,
I
you
just
didn't
tied
leave.
the rope up to
You
give us
tied
an
the
out.
rope up. Okay. I look around at all the Willems. I go, I think there's something I gotta do. And I run back up the stairs, up the hatch, and I'm gonna take the dodge action again before I clear the hatch.
That's smart.
And then I go up into the next room.
That's very smart. Okay. When you get into the next room,
Mhm.
Willem is there. And as soon as he sees you, he makes an attack. It's a 19.
He's gonna make that with disadvantage.
Yep. It's a 19
With disadvantage?
with disadvantage. He got a 25 and a 19. 19 hit.
It does. I'm just seeing if there's anything I can do here. Nope. I guess I'll just have to take it.
All right. Ooh, this is not as good as I thought it was going to be. So as you come up these steps, and he swipes his dagger at you, and you take 9 piercing,
Okay.
and I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Wait. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Nice.
That was an 8.
Sam rolled an 8.
3.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
okay. So you're taking some damage, and you're now suffering the poison condition. When he sinks his dagger into you, the dagger just dissipates, and there's a small black mark that's left on your arm where he got you, and it you can see that it sort of moves around on your skin just ever so slightly. And Willem's eyes are different than they were a second ago. And you're also going to take 22 poison damage.
Jeez.
And he says, "Do not take me back, priest." And you need to roll a concentration check for your spirit guardians. And that is
DC 11.
No, because 9 plus 22.
Oh, geez, 31. So
31,
yeah,
so
it's
15. 15.
15.
So also technically, if I have the poisoned condition, I have disadvantage on ability checks, right?
I will do that. Well, I don't. It's not an ability check. It's
a saving throw.
Constitution
Right.
saving throw. Yeah.
Right. Even though we call it a concentration check, it's a constitution
Yeah.
saving throw, right?
Yeah.
That's an 11.
And the Willems disappear from around you, but it's almost hurting you. It's almost damaging you, the heat from the stone. And you hear in your mind,
Bring him in, son. Bring him in.
Okay.
okay.
Filnyr's turn. Did he hear me go, oh, god damn it?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Are you going to John? Or are you going to?
So we're back. Regular turn order. It's going to be Filnyr, Jonas, Abel, and then Willem.
Okay. Having heard the screams and seeing Abel go up the stairs, I will run up the stairs after him.
Yeah, you get up there and you see Abel does not look good. and his spear arm is turning black.
Okay.
And Willem is there. He has nothing in his hands, and he's standing there, and he looks different also from before. His eyes are different. They're bloodshot, and he looks scared.
Now I wish I had my Hexblade's curse back. Man, this one thing after another after another. I'm going to attack him with Quiet Dark. Now, is this a dark enough room where that blade looks invisible?
Invisible.
What does that do for me mechanically? Anything?
Mechanically, it's not going to do anything for you, except he doesn't know that you're carrying a sword.
Got it. All right. Well, here's swing one. 28.
That is definitely a hit.
That's that 19. See, if I had that Hexblade's curse, man. 7 piercing damage, and then I'll take my second swing. 11.
That's no one's doing anything, right?
I mean, nothing else to do.
All right. And you see that, like, probably that does not, that he sort of like kind of moves to the side as you swipe at him. And you can tell you don't make as much of an impact as you expected when you sliced him.
Great.
Yeah. All right, Jonas.
Okay. You said that there were a few Hark soldiers left.
The archers are there. They are
there's a bunch
scared.
that just shot arrows at you. Yeah.
Right.
A bunch just shot arrows at you. If you could pick one up and swing one of them, you could probably knock a bunch off of the dam.
Oh, then that's what I would like to do.
All right.
Or just one hand swipe or something. I just want to get them all.
Yeah. So I'll let you do a what are we gonna call this? Let's do this as an ability check. If you get a 20 or above on a strength check, you can knock them all off the thing. If you do a 15 or above, you'll get half of them.
Okay. All right.
Strength check.
Strength check. 20 or above. Let's go. 8. That's 13.
All right.
You got a luck?
I do have a luck point. I'm going to use it.
All right.
And this is not a multi-attack thing, right?
Yeah, I'll let you swing both arms if you want to go for a second swing before you use your luck point.
Before I use my luck point, let's try it.
Yeah, you got 2 arms.
That's 20.
20.
All right. So you just like take them and you're swiping them like off the back, right? Off, not into the water, but onto the, like, it down the hill.
I want to, again, I'm going for straight intimidation. I'm trying to end this as fast as possible. And I feel like if I knock them into the air, that a few of them are probably going to die anyway.
Yeah. They just fall over the side of the dam. They roll. The ones that are still alive are rolling down and screaming and very thankful that they are not next to the ape anymore. And you see that the Monterrans. Now here's the question with polymorph. And I know we're supposed to use all stats, which means intelligence stat, wisdom stat, all of those things are still no.
I think I keep some of that stuff. I think I keep my intelligence.
But it's
I think it's the physical traits, but I'm looking.
Yeah, let's see. The target assumes hit points when it reverts to its normal form.
Wait a second. No, I was wrong.
The game stats, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the stats of the chosen beast. Yeah. It retains its alignment and personality, though.
Yeah.
I was getting it confused with wild shape. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
If I retain my alignment, I focus my anger on the tower, right? And then I focus my anger on whoever hit me with the arrows, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think that I would then turn around and hit things that haven't attacked me if I'm a good character.
Okay. Well, no one else is attacking you right now. I'll tell you that much. But the Harkeys and the Monterrans are now both moving away from you. So they are still like sort of skirmishing, but they are definitely like they're not holding the fort anymore. They are definitely trying to move away from the fort and away from you.
Okay, so I walk towards the Monterrans and I interpose myself between the Hark soldiers and the Monterrans.
That's gonna. What's your movement?
40.
Yeah, they're about 150 feet away.
150 feet? What the heck?
The main
who are we
line.
talking
The
about
main
now?
line there.
Okay, I just hit the archers. I got it.
Yeah. You took out the archers.
Okay.
If you want to move that way, you can move that way.
I if I knocked all those guys off, I
Scatter
feel
them like bowling pins, Jonas.
Yeah, I feel like my character is just going to continue screaming at the people that I just attacked. Like if they're rolling away, I'm just screaming at those characters.
Awesome.
Right, give us a little bit of it.
Yeah.
All right, so I take my hand and I swipe it, and then they fall down. Oh god! I just.
Oh man. And it's Abel's turn.
All right. I take it Willem has not attempted to move away.
He's still next to you. Now he's gonna go. His turn is after yours. So.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab him by his arm.
Okay.
And I put my hand of Donatus on the stone in my backpack. This is a little bit like a snake eating its own tail, but and I'm gonna take him with me as I travel into the stone.
Okay, so all right, so you're gonna have to tell me more. You're gonna reach back.
I grab him with one hand, and then with my stone hand, I put my stone hand on the Euron stone
in your backpack. Okay,
and I travel into it.
Okay. Wow, man. All right. So you okay. So
you stumped him, Sam.
No, I want to reward you for this. But this is not the way to bring Grumpsh into the stone.
You are holding on to Grumpsh right now. What?
Yeah.
So
hence the orcs.
So, but here's what happens. When you reach back and touch the Euron stone, you are both in the spot where you're standing, and you are inside the stone at the exact same time.
Okay.
And Tempest is there, and he's mouthing something to you. He's mouthing to you something, and you can't quite make it out.
I mean, my perception's pretty great.
Well, yeah. So, but he then looks at you at your hand that in the real world you are holding on to Willem, and he touches it, and the black poison begins to form words. And you are back holding Willem's searchlight, and your arm is covered in letters that will take time to read. But it is
I am
a
not
message.
a smart man.
Yeah. And Willem is dumbfounded. And he begins to he holds his hand and he touches his face, and you're still holding on to him, but he is completely invisible. And we're gonna have a athletics versus an acrobatics check for him to get free of your hand.
Okay.
So he's disappeared from my view.
Yes.
That's a 22 athletics check.
Okay. Oh my God. I got a natural 20 on my acrobatics check. 33.
Holy
this thing.
shit.
What?
I got
Holy
33 on this thing.
He
So
has
he-
a 33. He has a plus
Expertise.
13 acrobatics.
Oh
God
my
damn.
god.
Yeah,
Oh man.
20 dex. Proficiency bonus 4. Expertise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just wriggles away from you and he runs up and actually he'll need to do we'll retcon this a little bit. Your spirit guardians are still they're not.
No,
they're
they're
down. They're down.
They're
Okay.
gone.
So he
I mean,
runs
in theory, I do get an opportunity attack on him, right?
no, because you can't see him.
He's
invisible.
Once I lose him, once I lose contact with him.
Yeah. And so you hear him run up and you hear a very different voice and you hear him say,
Grumps will not go back. Grumps will endure.
and you hear a splash.
Do we also see a shadow pass in front
you
of the
see
window?
You see a shadow go by the outside of the thing. Yes. Yeah.
So we can't
Filnyr,
get opportunity attacks at disadvantage.
Something
on
weird is going on here. There's something about this tower that makes everyone in it very depressed.
That? Yes, perhaps we should leave before it hits us too.
The Hark soldiers have begun running away, and the Monterrans on the land are giving some chase, but they're letting them run down into the river valley now. And you can see from your vantage point, the Lakenharthers are returning from the woods, and Florn is carrying 2 buckets with him, and he makes his way to the dam, and you see him dump the buckets on the ground, and his army just cheers him, and he casts up in the sky. Florn Gershon has defeated the Hark army at the Battle of Water's End up in the sky. And
What a dick.
and Jonas is still an ape.
Yeah, can we come down the rope so we actually see this?
Yeah, you're down. You can come down the rope. You can see this, and the Monterrans are regarding Jonas with a level of skepticism, obviously, but they begin to cheer, "Prince Ape, Prince Ape, Prince Ape, Prince Ape, Prince Ape, Prince Ape." And thus ends episode 50 of the Dungeon Dads podcast.
Oh man.
That was
Everybody's
unreal.
running away.
Oh my God.
We found Grumsh.
You found Grumsh.
Willem.
Willem
Confluence.
Searchlight. Of course you love that. Of course that's what you did.
Convergence. Well, the thing. What's the phrase I'm looking for? Like, things come where they're welcome.
Yeah, right, yeah. Oh man. I did not expect this thing to go this long. Oh my God. I really thought Filnyr was going to play dead and we were going to be able to have a Willem Searchlight kill of the lady of the lady of the lake. But fellas, you have won the Battle of Water's End, the War of Water's End.
Whew.
Yeah, I mean, technically it was a battle, but the alliteration is so much better.
It's so much
Right?
better.
So that's what takes off in the popular consciousness.
Yeah. There are many wondrous items here in the tower, which will be yours for the taking. But I will say that Felipe Madamba is not doing well. He is being dragged behind the Lake and Hearth army on a stretcher, and when we come back next episode, I will be giving you the list of items that you guys find in the tower, and you will need to make a decision about what to do with Felipe, whether you're going to go in the water or something else.
Whew. Cannot wait.
Okay.
Can't loot, man. Riches, baby.
Can it be
I always
next
think
episode
about
yet?
like the number of things Tom has packed into this tower, and he's like, I can't believe we're going another episode.
Well, Willem was important.
Yeah,
I know
like, he's
Willem,
very important to you.
Willem was important. Look, you've been dealing with the gods since episode 1.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like, it's nice to get to him.
Well, then what in the world does he want? Talking about his project.
We'll have to find out.
Mm.
And so will you, dear listener.
Yeah, subscribe to our Patreon. Hear us talk about it on our bonus episode.
Yeah,
that we're
gonna
right
roll
about to record here.
That's right. We're gonna roll
You might
right
get
into
some
it.
extra insight.
Yeah. The last bonus episode got the blank roll. So who knows what's gonna happen here?
Last bonus episode was off the chain.
It was off the chain.
It was unhinged and super loose, baby.
Yeah.
It's worth dropping in just for that one episode to hear Tom's mood shift from
It was
the
terrible.
top of the roller coaster about just having the time of his life to coming down and realizing that the bottom is scary and dark and Filnyr can't go to sleep. And
Well,
everything
we
sucks.
always talk about these episodes, the bonus episodes are sort of a peek behind the curtain. This one is like a real, you're like, oh, suddenly all these things that didn't make sense in the main episode make sense.
I'll save most of this for the bonus, but I will say Gail Neverwinter was wearing a magical robe, and Jonas, it is called a robe of stars. And while you wear the robe, you can use an action to enter the astral plane along with everything you are wearing and carrying, and you remain there until you use an action to return to the plane you were on. You reappear in the last place you occupied, or if that space is occupied, the nearest unoccupied space. So it wasn't the plane shift, but it's similar. It's similar to that.
Yep.
And
I think you might have this is maybe all for the bonus episode, but you may have just told us something that you didn't want to tell us.
well, I mean, she can stay there as long as she wants.
So
Take down the tower, you big ape. All right, we should move to bonus.
All right,
We should definitely do
guys.
it.
All
Definitely
right.
do it.
All right.
Seriously consider hitting that Patreon. Patreon.com/DungeonDads.
All right.
It's
Hey,
not
and-
much, and you get a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
go to dungeondads.com and check out our merch store.
Yeah.
Newly launched,
Oh, snap.
hot off the presses. We got some hot designs in there, baby.
Oh, dude, it's
awesome.
so good. It's so good. You won't regret it. It's
And
awesome.
mostly we put it in there so that we could all buy the stuff ourselves. But check out our TeePublic store.
And special thanks to Brian Weiss at RPG & Co. for help with the logo.
Thanks so much.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Toodaloo, everybody.
Toodaloo.
Guys, I introduced my girls to Beavis and Butthead yesterday. And
I didn't know those guys were real.
yeah, well, okay. Yeah. But the thing that just killed was
They must be like 50 by now.
they are, yeah. Well, it was in the context of watching the new Adam Sandler Netflix movie, Sandy Wexler, which, listen, I recommend. But the guy who does the voices for Beavis and Butthead, what's his name?
Mike Judge.
Mike Judge. Yeah, he's in there, and I was like, oh man, that just really takes me back. And the one that I pulled up was the Halloween episode, and Butthead has like a pot, and it's just like you can tell it's boiling hot. And he's like, Butthead, what are you gonna be? And he just dumps it on his head, and it's like burning cheese. And he just, I'm nachos.
Oh my
It
god.
killed, man. It was so good. It was so good.
Yeah, cool.
Terrible.